Hello, everyone. It's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to go over this case that is ongoing in Houston, Texas, where we have this young lady by the name of Felicia Marie Johnson, who has been missing from April the 15th. So it's now 8 days since she has not been heard from. She has not logged in her social media. She's not reached out to anybody. And she was last seen at this strip club, basically strip club called Cover Girls in Houston, Texas. Allegedly, she was waiting for Uber, but the Uber was taking too long, and she ended up getting in an Uber or maybe a ride with a stranger, and she hasn't been seen since. She had just celebrated her birthday on the 10th of April, and according to the family, the police has not been very helpful because the family actually found her cell phone with blood on it in, I think it's Bear Creek Park, and this is where they are going to hold a prayer vigil tomorrow. So the family had to find, I guess the family of private investigator. I think they had hired a private investigator. So as of now, there's no news on where this young lady is. But so much things that I would like to say up on this story. The fact that when I first heard the story, they say she was an aspiring model, and then she went to go find a job at Cover Girls. Me, I heard Cover Girls because they have Cover Girl magazine, Cover Girl lipstick, and that's what I thought. But when I went to do a little bit more digging, I saw this Cover Girl is a strip club. So this is the Instagram page of this strip club. As you can see, it has some explicit stuff on it. Don't need to show it. But it's a adult entertainment club, and it's for 21 and over. So she went to get a job as a dancer in a strip club. And Felicia was actually not from the Houston, Texas area. She was from California, according to her dad. She just came down here to look for a job and to celebrate her birthday. And like I said before, I did not share the fact that, she was looking for a job at a strip club to bash her or to put her down or to shame her. But if we're going to give the information about this case, let us give all of the information so that we can inform people of what is truly going on, because there may be young girls that are getting ready to make decisions like this, and if they don't have all of the information, they may end up making a decision like this young girl did to go and look for a job at a strip club, which many girls have done, and they have not ended up like this, but many girls have, and they may not even get the coverage that this young lady is getting. They may disappear and nobody ever knows where they have gone. So the fact that we're living in a society that is glorifying women showing off their assets to get ahead in society, and it seems that these women are winning. It seems that way because they keep a man, they always traveling, they have the best bags, they eat at the best foods. It seems that they are winning. So this young lady was still at an impressionable age because she was just 24 years old. And people just want to be happy, they want to make it, they want to enjoy life. And it seems this is the way that she thought, even though it was a very, very misguided decision. This is the way that she could, maybe she wanted to be a model, but maybe this was the easiest route to go in, which was not, because according to this young lady, this place actually is a place that is allegedly known to traffic young ladies. Let's listen to this clip.
I was trafficked through these chains of nightclubs in dangerous positions time after time, day after day, week after week, and not paid for the hours that I was in those clubs as an employer. There's a lot of horrible things that happen in the chain of the Cover Girls organization, AHD Houston Incorporated.
So you heard from this young lady telling her story of what happened to her going through this club. So though this may not have happened to Felicia, but the fact that she chose to go without knowledge, without prior knowledge, going through this chain of clubs, something bad may have still happened to her because of what these people are into. And I've heard people say, "Oh, that doesn't matter. She could have choose to do that way. She didn't deserve to be kidnapped or whatever, deserve to be bad things to happen to her." Yes, nothing deserved. Those things should not have happened to her, but we still need to give people all of the information, because why? When you look at it, this girl has been missing from the 15th. It's only now that the enforcement community is doing something. And sometimes when it's a lifestyle that we choose to live, sometimes it's even our skin color. They don't put priority on these cases. And especially when you have a certain hue, and then you have a certain lifestyle that even gives them even more reason not to look into your case. So we need to inform our young ladies, hey, God forbid you choose, and it shouldn't be that way, but we have to tell people the truth. It shouldn't be that way. You may choose to go this route to whatever, to make money or whatever it may be. But if something happens to you, people may not care as you would think that they should care. And I could mention this without bashing her, without putting her down, without looking down at her or thinking I'm better, but just to inform so other young girls don't make this decision. Because many people were saying, "Oh, why people getting in strangers' cars in this time?" If she got in this car, is most likely there was an offer offered to her that she could not refuse. That could be a reason. Another reason is she may have been talking. You wait for Uber, you have to stand there and wait. The person is having a conversation with you. Maybe she didn't want to have a conversation, and then if you're not paying attention, they could have, sometimes somebody come up from the back of you and then they pushed her in the car. We don't know, because we don't have the surveillance, because the police just got the surveillance, so we don't know exactly what happened. But if she willingly got in the car, it may have been an offer that she could not refuse. Because a lot of people know you're not supposed to do certain things, but sometimes it's when you get in a certain situation, that's when you know what to do. Sometimes we may think, "Oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that," but because you're not in a situation. Sometimes we may know we're not supposed to do certain things, but we still do it anyway. And if we don't fully inform people, these things will keep on happening, because the media and the blogs and different things are glorifying these type of lifestyles. That's why these young girls, young boys are going after these fast lifestyles, to get it fast, to get ahead faster, to do it that way. A lot of people are making those choices, which are very misguided choices. And sometimes it causes their lives. And though it may seem these women are winning now, But in the end, is you don't win if you choose to go after these certain lifestyles, because go back and talk to them in 5 years, 10 years, and see how their lives had turned because they chose to get it that way instead of little by little, in a sense. And sometimes we want to bring awareness about these stories. We tell the stories, but you have to tell the whole story, and tell the whole story without bias, without bashing people, because sometimes people don't care. And I was thinking also, because there are some people in the enforcement agencies that do care, but compared to the ones that don't, sometimes that's like nothing. So if we really want to raise awareness and spread the news about what is going on, bring light to these stories, that you can also make an organization that is dedicated to helping in these cases, helping the family. Because not the other day there was a young girl that went missing, and the family had to go out and find her because the police was not doing anything, and the family ended up finding her, and it was not good at all. And sometimes when you don't find the person, the police would tell you, hey, I don't think you want to see your family member in how they are now. Remember how they used to be. But that family was left seeing their loved one in that state, that taken out state, and that was devastating. But sometimes somebody can make an organization dedicated to helping these families when the police is dragging their feet, when the police don't care. Sometimes the police do care. They are doing as best they can, but sometimes they don't. So when they don't, an organization could come in, and you have an organization dedicated to things like that. You have people looking on social media, looking on the news for cases like that, to reach out. And I don't think it should be only for just a certain color, because there are different people of different colors that sometimes the police don't care either. Yes, it's the majority, may be a black person, but there are other cases also that they don't give priority to them also. And you have people checking on social media to check on these stories, to reach out to the family. And then you have people dedicated that could go travel and go to these different cities. Maybe you could start in the US first, go to these different cities and do, whether you're doing a search and rescue or whatever. Sometimes it's a search and recovery, you know how that goes. And that's what this organization does, to help the family, whereas maybe you wouldn't have to, because sometimes the family may not be able to afford a private investigator. This young lady's family was able to afford that, but some family may not be able to afford that. But that's where this organization would come in and would offer different support system. That is one of the ways we can help to bridge that gap, because when somebody goes missing, I think the first 48 hours is very crucial. So if that organization can have somebody that they could fly in within that first 48 hours to knock on doors, and have people with muscle, people with security, that you can get something done when the police refuses or don't care. That's how I see it. And then, of course, give all the information, because there may be a young girl getting ready to do this decision and go that way and go that route and go to a gig or go to a strip club, and then it ends very badly for her, and then she does not get the coverage that this young lady and other young ladies have gotten. So we have to give all of the information. And I do pray for this, for the family. Hopefully we get some good news, but we don't know. Especially when you hear about the self of the blood, and she hasn't reached out to anybody. All we can do is, well, the people who believe in prayer, all you could do is pray. And I think they are going to have the prayer vigil exactly in the, you know, in the park that they found the cell phone. So that's what they're going to do tomorrow. So probably if you're in the area, you could reach out. I mean, you could attend, and of course keep on spreading the word and put pressure on the police department, because sometimes they have the tools and the resources to do the investigation that need to be done. But sometimes maybe there needs to be an organization dedicated for that, because I would definitely donate to something like that. And whoever's in charge of it, hopefully that person is has a person of integrity and honesty that can take charge of something like that. Because sometimes, but in cases like this, people just don't care. But if we have a group that puts their heads together, that do care, a lot of times where there's a tragedy, there would not be a tragedy, but because we would fill in those voids that need to be filled out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.